Everyone, this is Sunny Chendi from APNIC Secretariat again. This is the NIR SIG, and I'm not the NIR SIG chair. NIR SIG chair is sitting over there, and I'll invite the NIR SIG soon. But as a procedural matter, I need to run the NIR SIG elections slides. So can I have my slides, please, my colleagues there at the desk? I'll just quickly go through the procedures for the NIR SIG elections, and then I'll hand over to Wayne to chair the session. And the speakers as well. So do I have a clicker? All right. This is NIR SIG, so I'm just going to focus on NIR SIG. We have the current co-chair Zen Yu, or Yu Zen, however you call him. His term is expiring in this conference. And we did a call for nominations. It was open for a month from 8th of August to 8th of September, 6th of September. The term is for 2 years. So whoever get elected in this one will be serving until APNIC 58 in 2024. And we did receive nominations from the current co-chair, Zen Yu, as well as Gaurav Kansal. So there's 2 nominations, so we have to run the elections. For this, how do you vote in the elections? If you are eligible, if you are registered for this conference yesterday at 9:30 Singapore time, and you have attended, not registered, but I have attended any of the past 8 conferences. And then you will be eligible to vote in these elections. How do you do it? You log in on the conference website, and you will go to the, it will direct you to the Big Pulse, our voting system, and then you'll vote in these elections. It's already started. The voting is already open, and it will close tomorrow at 1:30 p.m. And then the elections will be declared in the APNIC member meeting around 3 p.m. by the election chair or the secretariat staff. So that's about it, really. Do take part in it and elect your next co-chair for this NIR SIG. Now, it's my pleasure to invite Wayne to come up on the stage to chair the NIR SIG session. Thank you so much. From over there, you want to do it from that's the
Yes. Hello and welcome, everyone. Yes, I'm going to chair of NIR SIG Forum, and my co-chair is the joint meeting online. And good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. As you know, firstly, I would like to thank you for all of you to join the NIR SIG Forum today, online or on-site. The task of NIR SIG is to share information relating to the operation, policy, procedure of National Internet Registry. In this NIR SIG Forum, we will change the format. So we look forward to seeing overview of all NIRs and having much more time to discuss what happens between NIRs and just lucky we had 2 presentations at this forum, and after that we had a panel with 7 representatives from the 7 NIRs and a representative from the NIR members. I would like to thank Sunny and APNIC staff for support the NIR SIG Forum, and also would like to thank all the representatives from NIRs to join with us today. I would like to thank so much for all the attendees joining NIR SIG Forum online on-site. Thank you so much and welcome to NIR SIG Forum. And as you know, next we will have 2 presentations. First, I would like to invite Mr. Sang, Đăng Văn Sang. to present the experience in implementing IPv6 and API at APNIC Telecom, and welcome him to.
Hello, everyone. My name is Sang. I'm a network engineer from APNIC Telecom. And recent year, IPv6 and RBKI are widely recognized and deployed by many organizations and internet service providers, realizing a significant and positive impact to my company. APNIC Telecom is the first internet service provider in Vietnam implement IPv6 and RBKI. In this situation, we would like to share with everyone some experiences, some problem that we encountered and attempt to solve it. Also, the result that we achieve. This presentation will cover principal subject here. Before getting into technical detail, allow me to brief introduce APNIC Telecom and service that we supply for our customer. APNIC Telecom is one of internet service provider based in Vietnam. We supply for with more than 3.5 subscriber broadband. We supply for our customer many service such as internet, IPTV, cloud, camera. You can see here. And now we would like to introduce IPv6 at APNIC Telecom. This is a milestone implement IPv6 at APNIC Telecom. Because we aware of the exhaustion IPv4 resource impact to our development system. So from August 2012, we established the APNIC Telecom IPv6 steering committee to control and implement IPv6 in APNIC. And the next year, we focus on researching POC with more vendor and attend some training course from Vietnamese. To 2015, we exist IPv6 dual stack, IPv6 dual stack on infrastructure for our customer. Yes, you can see the here result implement IPv6 as APNIC Telecom. And until now, we have more than 2.6 million subscriber broadband who were assigned IPv6 successful. On this time, we monitor IPv6 traffic rate more than 600 gigabits per second. Excuse me, can you help? Okay. In the time implement IPv6, at the reason for today, we encountered in numerous problems, and then we step by step fix it. We also share the experience to implement IPv6 as APNIC Telecom in April course 2017. If you care about it, you can read again. And in this presentation, we focus the introduce APK milestone as APNIC Telecom. Yes, as you know, APK is the future APK to protect resource IP for the legitimate holder and protect from the attack. So from 2018, after we hear APK from business, and then we looking and research and resolution, and to 2020, we exist APK on the infrastructure to BGP session for customer and upstream. And next, we discover the topology deploy APK as APNIC Telecom. To easy understand, we split topology to part. The first session include the validator and global APK RIR. Yes, to synchronize the APK data validation from the global APK RIR to a local validator via RSync or RDP protocol. The next section to build the validation database from a local validator to edge router device. We need to set up a RTR session here. Some experience to on its edge router device. We need to set up at least two RTR session with edge router and local validator. That install different software validator to ensure the backup validation database on edge router when one fail over. In the topology, we also set up a firewall place between the connection to segment to manage the external connection for validator server. This is my result. According to the data monitor on this from last month, we were APNIC Telecom were ranked fourth in Asia for in terms of the number refresh IPv for raw, signed, and valid. Also, according to the monitor data on this, APNIC Telecom were ranked second in Asia in terms of number of refresh IPv6, raw, signed, and valid. Yeah, you can see the report on the website NIST.gov. And now, we would like to share for everyone a case study when we implement APK is my system. This situation related when we apply the STEM remote trigger black hole and APK in STEM BGP session for one customer. Yeah, in the topology, yeah, you can see when my customer every time of refresh the sign with Matland list slot 23 for IPv4 let's slot the 48 for IPv6. If the edge router have a RTR session with local validator, it check the RBKI database valid and accept, then advertise to call network is normal. But in situation when your customer advertise black hole refit with mass LAN later longer slot 24 for IPv4 or slot 40 longer slot 48 for IPv6 is as router check RBKI database invalid and reject. Why? Because the RBKI currently RBKI only the support the check to maximum mass LAN slot 24 for IPv4 and slot 48 for IPv6. If case study needs attention when you apply the same RBKI and remote secure black hole for your customer. And to solve this issue, as SB Telecom, we have a solution for this issue currently. Yeah, you can see in situation when customer advertise the normal refit with the sign RBKI, as router check and valid, then it's advert to the core network. And then we customer advertise and refit IP black hole. As router will check check remote secure black hole first. So it's bypass the RBKI policy inbox in BGP session. So in situation, as router accept with status unverified. You can see here. From the implement RBKI APNIC Secretariat, we have some experience and collect, and now we would like to share with everyone here. Yeah, you can see on the slide. My reason and here. If you have any question or feedback, please free contact email on the first line. Thanks for watching and have a nice day. That's all. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Sang, for interesting sharing about the IPv6 and APNIC deployment in NIR members. As you know, yes, we have the two presentations. After that, we can have a panel. So if you have any questions, please wait a moment after a next presentation. Yes. Next, I will begin the next presentation. Yes, as you know, we are looking for many issues regarding to the NIR members. So I will share with you the detail about the overview, the delegation, and IPv6 API status among NIRs. Yes, we just three topics in this presentation for delegation, IPv6, and API. You can see on the slide, yeah, what happened within NIRs that in past 9 months, you can see are really the best NIR with a lot of delegation. So I believe that they have a good number of a good delegation to their community. And you can see it's compare between the NIRs and also the detail of delegation we look to in the APNIC lab. For the IPv6, we had the same same remark for India. So you have a good number for delegation to their members. And also after that, we almost had some delegation for IPv6 to their members. For AS number, that I think AS number delegation is a good point because the AS number can make it's better when you deploy a network. So in some delegation from APNIC to NIR in this year, so India and Indonesia is two NIRs had a good delegation from APNIC. You can compare to the internet number resources among NIRs. You can show, you can see in the slide. So we compare between the NIRs and also compare to the internet user. So for IPv6 and IPv4, you compare to internet users. So the highest IPv4 for internet user in Japan is highest among NIRs, and the lowest is India. However, I believe that you have a good delegation. However, I believe that you have a good higher internet user in India. For IPv6 deployment, as you know, IPv6 is a important internet protocol to develop internet. So in our region, the internet, the use of IPv6 increased more than 9% in this year. And within NIR's community, yes, Indonesia is the best increasing for IPv6 deployment, and how moreover Vietnam, yes, Taiwan, Japan, and especially India is the good country, have a good result of IPv6 deployment. For RPKI, yes, RPKI we would yes, after the presentation from APT Telecom, that RPKI very important to have the network better and to reduce the reject and hijack issue between NIRs, and you can see the use of ROV and ROA. Yes, the highest, the best ROA, I think India and Japan and Taiwan and Vietnam, yes, they have good valid ROA in your internet network. And also some NIR, some country maybe it's not good right now. I believe that you can compare to another NIRs, and you can more activity in the future to promote RPKI and IPv6 as well. As you know, RPKI affects a routing database, and you can see in our region, up to now we have 40% valid ROA, and in our community, you can compare to its NIRs. You can see in China, the number of valid is the more than 2.6%, In India, the number so good, 60% in village ROA. And in Indonesia, I think it's better for 70% in village ROA. In Japan, the numbers is 25%, more than 25% valid ROA. In Korea, South Korea, the valid ROA is not, yes, it's nearly 1%. In Taiwan, yes, it's a good number, 94%. Yeah, valid ROA in Taiwan. And in Vietnam, the good number is 51%. I think some of issues relating to the litigation, IPv6 and RPKI is the that I would like to share with you and compare with among NIRs. So maybe we can know much more about what happened in the RSI NIR, and we have much issue and much activity to develop in your country. Yes, that's all. And as you know, it's just the overview of what happened within NIR. And to know more detail about what happened, I would like to invite the panels, go on the stage and to share detail about what happened in your country relating to the three topics. Yes, we have the 5 panelists in this room, and we have the 3 panelists joining online. Yes, I would like to welcome and invite the panelists go to on stage. Yeah, the first I would like to invite Thu Thuy from APNIC. The second I would like to invite Nir Sig from the APNIC. Go to on stage. Mr. David from APNIC. Mr. Han Sang from KISA. Mr. Nguyễn Thành Đạt from FPT Telecom. And so also I would like to welcome Chinh Hang from Taiwanic. Jessica from CNIC. And welcome Architect from Irene. Yeah, good to see you. Good to see all of you. Okay, if you have any question, please go to mine, and the panel will help you to answer any question from all of you. Yes, thank you so much for joining the panels today. And as you know, the litigation very important to the development internet in every country. So you can see, yes, you can see the slide I share with you this forum. So the best NIRs had a good number. I think it's from the India and APNIC, right? So first I would like to share with from David to what happened and who's driving this growth, and is this IP, telco, cloud, or who's? Yeah, please.
Okay. Let me first about the first question about the member growth. Yeah, APNIC actually has maybe triple members than before COVID. Now we have more than 3,000 members, and what driven is mostly coming from the non-ISP. The fact is coming from the non-ISP, and we believe this because the market, because since the pandemic, every organization, every company is transitioning into digital, and they need to expand the network. They need more IP address, and sadly, ISPs only has opportunity to get /22 for this 103/8 block. So organization need to sort out their own IP address need to APNIC, and this is the most what driving the member growth in Indonesia. And another fact is the number of ISPs in Indonesia is also growing significantly since 3 years ago. Now we have more than 800 ISPs, and because internet is maybe a human right for everyone. We all need internet. In Indonesia, the main challenge is to distribute internet into the remote and rural area, and ISP is becoming a more popular business in Indonesia. Okay, I hope that will answer the first question. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, David, for sharing. And also from Irene from India, I think they had a good delegation. And it's the same question. And who's driving this growth? Is ISP, telco, cloud, or who's meter? Yes, do you have? Can you share with us?
Yeah, so hope I'm audible to everyone. Can I share my screen if?
I think it's okay. Can you share?
Yes, I want to. Yeah, I want to share my screen if possible.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm not allowed to share the screen.
Go ahead. You can share.
Please allow me.
Abhishek, you can share the screen now.
Okay.
Do you have a presentation, Abhishek?
Yeah, but I think my browser is preventing access to your screen share. This is what I'm getting.
The screen is blocked?
Yeah.
Abhishek, would you be able to just answer the question that Ben is asking you?
Yes. Sure.
Thank you.
Yeah, so the membership growth in the last 6 months, I think from April, if we say that we have added in the month of April 40, and then in the month of May 128 new, and then in the June 97, and then July 137, in August we have added 23 more. So these are the numbers which we have added in the past 6 months, and today what we have at 4,430 affiliates, and we started in 2012. So that's what the number which we are, and what is the force that the driven force behind this growth is basically a mixed bag. It is ISPs, the local cable operators, or the sole proprietors, you can say. Then the MSMEs, the banks, the new startups, and universities and colleges. They all just add up to this. And the other thing which has grown up, that from the past 6 to 8 months we have done almost 10 to 12 webinars from our affiliates, and in that we have, I think we have conveyed this message loud and clear to everyone, that these are the important topics which you need to have knowledge. And further, this, that we are the NIR, so in India we are the giving IP address, so if there is any requirement, so it is a mouth to mouth marketing also, which helped us a lot to gain this number. So I think these are the two factors which I can figure out for the growth of the iron, which you can see in the past 6 months. Thank you.
Yes, it's good sharing. Thank you, Abhishek, for the information. And I think in Japan, Hiroki-san, do you have a sharing about the development or the delegation in your countries?
My name is Hiroki from APNIC. Yeah, in APNIC case, there are more than 10 organizations in the last 6 months in Japan. Many of them, some of them are providing hosting service, and others are application service provider. They are not providing the connection to the internet to the end user. And I think that this trend will not change for a while. This may be due to the minimum allocation size to /23. Yeah, and it making it easier to get IP address for them. And they in the past, for example, minimum allocation size was /20. In the past, they want to be delegated to from JPNIC. Yeah, in this time, minimum allocation size was small, and they can get IPv4 address. Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Hiroki. How about in South Korea, Mr. Han Sang? Do you say about the delegation in your countries?
Hello, my name is Han Sang Lee. In Korea, in South Korea, the internet, as you can see before Owen's presentation, the allocation of IPv4 or AS number is not that much high than other countries, comparing to other countries. We think the internet business is quite overwhelmed in Korea, and everybody's having full access to the internet. So nowadays, what we are seeing is more small and independent companies are getting their own networks nowadays. So we are seeing after the pandemic, as we can see the growth of assigning of the AS numbers, especially this year, 2020. Since now we see 20 more AS numbers being allocated. And this means that many companies are eager to get their own network than using the ISPs because they want more security and security access to the employers, I think, for their companies. And things are like that. So we can see after the pandemic, I think we'll be seeing much more growth in that that way. Yes, thank you.
Yes. Okay, thank you so much. I think delegation IPS number is very important. And as you know, IPv4 is halted, and IPv6, we are pro IPv6 deployment. So I know in Vietnam had a good proposing IPv6. So Mitri, can you share for your supporting to transition to IPv6 in Vietnam, and what kind of service activity will your country focus on them in next year?
Yeah, thank you, Chair, for your questions. As you may know, Vietnam is one of country with good IPv6 deployment ratio on our internet activity. And I can share that the main reasons that we have such a good reasons is we have good support from government and good support from our important members, and which is largest ISP, and one of them you can see here from FPT Telecom. And actually, FPT Telecom is not the largest ISPs in Vietnam, but they seem to be paves the way for new technology, for example, IPv6 and recently APNIC. So when they work with us to deploy IPv6, for example, then the other largest ISP, which is BNPT and Viettel, they also do the IPv6 deployment. So that's why we got such successful results. And for the next year, we are concentrate on governmental entity. We run a program for governmental entity. We call IPv6 for Good program, which lasts from 2021 to 2025. And we aim to fully make them fully deploy IPv6 on governmental network. That's I would like to share about IPv6 deployments in Vietnam.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Thủy, for sharing. You share, as you know that APNIC Telecom is one of the first ISP deploying IPv6 in Vietnam. And Mr. Dat, can you share why did you do that? And how about the benefits when you deploy IPv6? Yes.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. I'm from APNIC Telecom. So for the IPv6, the reason why we deploy IPv6 is the IPv4 for us is whole. You know, we have 1.4 million IPv4, but we already have more than 3 million subscribers. So we have to find a method to serve customer. Firstly, we deploy CZNAT to say the IPv4. But after that, we realize that we can do more better with IPv6. You know, even without IPv6, the subscriber will have to use CDNAT to access the internet, and we have to pay a lot of money to CDNAT equipment. So with IPv6, we can reduce more than 50% cost to deploy CDNAT. So that's why we rely very benefit from IPv6.
Okay, thank you so much for the issue why the NIR member deploy IPv6. So it's useful information for NIR to can promote IPv6 within your member. And as you know, in China, so I saw that they have a action plan for internet, for IoT, for 5G and 6G. So Jessica, can you share about your promotion policy and our supporting to transition to IPv6? And what style of main activity will your country focus on next year?
Okay, hello all. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Jessica Shen. Yes, I like to first share some statistics that can show the status of IPv6 deployment in China. IPv6 active users now reach 690 million, accounting for about 67% of the total internet users in China. And 71.7% of the top 100 commercial websites with domestic users now support IPv6. The fixed network IPv6 traffic accounts for 10%, and the mobile network IPv6 traffic accounts for 40%. And that's some basic some basic statistics. I think the tele operators like China Mobile, China Night, and China Unicom, and China's pure IPv6 network CERNET are the first leaders to drive the IPv6 deployment in China. But I also have to say that the China government policy to promote large-scale deployment of IPv6 plays a very important role. As Owen mentioned just now, we have the government actually back in 2007, the government issued an action plan for promoting large-scale deployment of IPv6. And after that, recently, the government issued a notice on accelerating the large-scale deployment and application of IPv6 in 2021. This notice is about advancing existing plans with new details rather than sticking off in a new direction. And under this new notice, we can see a quick IPv6 progress in China now. And so yeah, we have some major activities such as under the driven by the government. We improve the IPv6 network performance and the service level to ensure that the key performance indicators and the service indicators of IPv6 network are the same as those of IPv4 network. That's about network. We also have some activities to comprehensively improve IPv6 application service performance of cloud providers and the content distribution networks. For example, since last year, we carry out IPv6 performance monitoring of cloud service and the CDNs to improve the IPv6 network delay and the packet loss rate of the cloud hosts. Apart from it, another major activity was to promote new devices, newly built nodes, new online cloud products, new online websites and applications, all supporting IPv6. Another thing I think that is a major that is one of the major activities was to promote the in-depth IPv6 support of internet video, games, information, social networking, and other large traffic business applications, and promote the priority use of IPv6 access for deeper content like the second and third level of web pages. The purpose is to increase the scale of IPv6 users as well as IPv6 traffic. Yeah, that's what I want to share.
Thank you, Jessica. I think IPv6 is very important. So in many NIRs supporting deployment IPv6. And thank you again, Jessica, for sharing. And moreover, I believe that APNIC is very important right now. So in Taiwan, I think Taiwan is a very the support and develop all of the members to create ROA. And can you share about the what did you do about the APNIC deployment? Jing Han, can you share with us?
Okay, thanks all. My name is Jing Han Gu from APNIC. I am very happy to participate in this panel to share APNIC's experience. We promote APNIC to strengthen routing security in conjunction with the government agencies since 2018. It's since 4 years ago. We hold several APNIC education and training workshops every year. as well as a special event, RPKI Day in 2020 to highlight and promote RPKI action plan to our members. We promote the RPKI popularization in 3 phases. Each phase is around 2 years. First one, we encourage members to sign laws. Secondly, we encourage members routers connecting to validators. The third phase, we encourage members routers to enable filtering of invalid routes. TWNIC built some system to support the RPKI ROA signing and the ROV validation, such as my RPKI system for ROA signing and the routinator for ROV validation. Besides, the CA and the repository system are also built out by TWNIC. TWNIC ROA ratio is around 87%. There are more than 3,200 ROAs from TWNIC members. Besides, there are 267 routers have connected to our 2 routinators, and the Taiwan ROV ratio that enable filtering of invalid routes is more than 71%. The driving force mainly from the launch of large ISPs, as well as government's attention and the convenience of service architecture. I think the ratio might be gross next year. It's all my sharing. Thanks all.
Thank you, Jing. I think you we in other NIR we do had a good activity to deploy RPKI in your economy, and also in other NIR. I believe that you can learn more about what TWNIC to give the member, and so I believe that RPKI and IPv6 is not easy to deploy, and I have the same question for all of the panelists. Do you have any challenges to promote or deploy RPKI and IPv6 in your country or in your network? Yes, please. The first, maybe I would like to invite the first Mitri. Can you share your?
Thank you. And regarding the challenge, I think for V6, maybe Vietnam have a little bit challenge in governmental entity. So we need to put more effort to push them to deploy IPv6 on their network. But there is strong support and strong policy from the governmental that the Prime Minister has regulations for local governmental entity to deploy IPv6 in their network. So I think we will have good results next year. And regarding the ISP and the private sector, we think that it's time for VNIC to push them to pay their attention on new services with IPv6, for example, IoT with IPv6. So this thing we put it into our plans for the next time. And regarding RPKI, and this time we have a good result in RPKI deployment when FPT and VNPT, the 2 large ISPs in Vietnam, fully have ROA for their internet resource. But one thing we would like to concentrate for the next year is the ROV. We understand that with ROA, they can protect themselves, but maybe they need to deploy ROV, so they have to protect other too. So that's something I would like to share. So thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Missy. Hiroki-san, can you share about the challenge in your countries?
I from my Mishiki. I think there are 2 points about challenges and the solution. They are common to both IPv6 and RPKI. Yeah, the one is to make it easier to deploy IPv6 and ROV, and the another is realize the benefit of benefit and the effectiveness of the implementation. Yeah, I so sorry, short comment.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Dat, and how about in your company? Do you have any challenges to deploy IPv6 and RPKI?
Yeah, yeah, for challenges with IPv6, as you know, we are deployment IPv6 from very soon from 2016. So at that time, the main difficulty work with the CBE vendor, because at that time IPv6 is not mature, so the CBE vendor do not focus on it. So we find a lot of bugs from the CBE. So we have to work very closely with the CBE vendor to fix. About the RPKI, we with the strongly support from VNX, we do not have any difficulty. Everything deployment very fast. And now we are already fully deploy RPKI from 2020. And now we are encourage our customer who connect to us also deploy RPKI.
Okay, thank you so much. How about in Indonesia?
Okay, IPv6 and APKI is basically we have the same similar difficulties because it's not so new technologies and it's not so popular than the existing technologies because it has some drawbacks if you want to implement it. What we do is we encourage our members to use them, and we had plenty of webinars, trainings, and also we have a facility like we have deployed our own APK-CA. So when the member want to create a ROA, they don't need the bridge to via the host master team. Instead of they can log into their My APNIC account and just create the ROA. And the other thing that we have to face is for IPv6, we still have to wait the big player in Indonesia because the population in Indonesia is very high. It's more than 200 millions of people in Indonesia, and it's hard to reach them all. But who can reach them is the big player like the mobile operator and another big telco in Indonesia. And we can see the number of IPv6 implementation in Indonesia is not going up from 1% in more than 10 years. And in the past 6 months, we just passed more, increasing for more than 10%. And this is because the big player that have tried to implement the IPv6. Okay.
Okay, thank you. I think it's so good stuff to deploy IPv6 in your country. So I think it's maybe in next year the use IP in your country maybe in create partner like Vietnam. So when when every telecom deploy IPv6, so after that many ISP follow that. So I believe that in your country.
I hope so.
Yeah, thank you. And how about in South Korea? Yeah. Do you have any challenges to promote or deploy RPKI and IPv6?
Actually, for IPv6, we had a promotion program since 2014. We encouraged the companies who buys router or network equipment. So we did a refund of the taxes for those who buy, and such things like that. So since after that, actually this program has been ended in a sunset period since 2021. So, but this promotion helped us for the mobile phones. Now all the mobile phones in Korea is using dual stack. It is full capable of IPv6 now. That is why we think the penetration rate is more than 30%, besides of the actual usage. And after that, about the RPKI part, we are now in a testing period of promoting RPKI, but we are still having plans to promote. So we hope to get much more engagement with the ISPs, so we can do a successful deployment of RPKI in Korea. But this is not, we don't have an actual plan right now, but we are trying to promote RPKI maybe in 2 years or so. Yes, thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. I think between NIR, we can know about the challenges and also to help us develop the API and IPv6 together. I know that we had enough time, and so I would like to thank again for all of the panelists, and also I will discuss more by Meredith between NIRs, and also I would like to thank so much for all of the attendees joining the NIC forum online or on site, and I hope that in the next meeting we will more time to discussion and know more about the issue regarding to the IPv6, APKI, and other content within NIR. And again, thank you very much. Yeah, maybe we have a picture together. Yeah. Jessica, Aztec, and Ching Hang, may we, and Zenju? Do you have Zenju there? May we have the picture together?